Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? It's Wednesday. It's rainy. Oh boy, alright. Here's the daily on Naz. Very nice waterfall on the daily. This also has a great bounce spot too, so we'll see if bulls show a little sign of life today, or if not, we'll continue this bearish trend we've been on. So, pretty interesting spot. What's up, Froggy? How you doing? Good morning. What's up, Matt Shee, Timothy, Dragos, Arnesis, Taylor Cypher, Kyle, Seabass, Grizz. Congrats on the payouts, Grizz. Lavish, how you doing? Eddie, what up? Florida. Good morning, sports fans. Miguel, Softy, Ryan, Pong, Ricardo, Lucad, Mr. Bond, Olivier, Dream, what up? Dan, McZachary, Albert, Chance, what up? Deer Down, how you doing? Good morning. Coffee Brick, what's up? RS, how you doing? How you doing? Sup, Steak from Jake. What's up, Matt? Zach, Toronto. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Man, I gotta delete some trend lines. Jeez. Worst part about short-term trend lines is then forgetting to delete them. Weird that the heart rate monitor's not working. It's working on my phone. Usually when it works on my phone, it works everywhere else. Let's try again. Come on, dude. Strange. By all accounts, it's working, just not in OBS. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. Market's opening up here in, what, 10 seconds or something? All right, markets are open. Let's have a great trading day, shall we? What's up, Andre? RH, Parshot, what up? Nils, Don, under VWAP there, open. Simone, good morning. Low sweep for a push higher, maybe. Asia low, yeah. I don't hate it. That's around 200. There's 200. Andre, I'm doing well, thanks. Yesterday was awesome. One trade on the XFA, and it was a nice one. What's up, John? How you doing? What's up, Evan? How you doing? All right, so a little sweep there. So Lavish, you said that? Yeah, Asia low sweep, push higher. So far, it looks like that could be playing out. So far, not a bad Bad look for that. Gold destroying me right now. Help. Stop trading gold. Wow, we are tanking down already? Not really. I mean, we're still green across the board here because we opened higher. Maybe just a little overnight sweep. All right, I'm gonna try this on the practice account here. See if we can get a push higher. All right, so up to the open, back down. All right, interesting. How the XFA's coming along? They're fresh. Andre, I don't know when the last time you were here is, but they're fresh as of Monday and then Tuesday. When was the last time the normal S&P was priced higher than the futures one? Well, SPY hit all-time highs before ES. I don't think ES did late in the recent run-up, right? But I know SPY did. So, if that's what you mean, recently is the answer. Oh, yes, did it hit all-time highs on 219? Okay. I think it hit on SPY. Maybe I think my internet dipped out. All right. Well, to me, right now, it looks like I would guess the move is to the downside. I'm going to go ahead and hop out of that one. Yeah, looks like downside is a more likely probability. So let's just see. Hopefully we don't just chop around for too long here. Where we're at now is 50% of the move from yesterday, essentially. Yeah, yesterday it did start kind of similarly, Eddie. Agreed. Yesterday it dumped harder, but well, at first it didn't. At first we were just chopping in a range. And then we got the move. Then it turned into a nice bearish day. But at first, it was doing a bunch of nothing. And I was worried it was just going to be a crappy session. Then we got really good Price action. Okay. Well, I'll wait for one side of this range to break. Back up to the top. All right, breaking higher here. Now, would my trade have been good? I don't remember exactly where the stop was, but it might have tagged my stop. I don't remember exactly where it was. Let's see what happens here at VWAP. What's up, Blue Hand? You've been on a long break and you're struggling to get back into things. Well, in what way are you struggling? Try to work on the other aspects outside of trading that'll kind of help you mentally, physically, whatever, emotionally. Try to get in a good place with everything else. Trading's always here when you want to come back. Like if we got other stuff going on, it's gonna be harder to focus on trading. Lavish is tempted to say "told you" on the overnight sweep and move higher. Any news to worry about today? Honestly, I don't know. Let's look it up. Home sales, top of the hour. It's usually not a big mover. Trump and Musk attend cabinet meeting at 10. I don't know if there will be a presser after it. I don't know. And then some Fed speak, some bond stuff. Crude oil doesn't affect NAS. Last I looked. What are XFAs? They're express funded accounts through Topstep. Yeah, it's a good way to know if I'm the one messaging you in Discord. Tell him I told you, and if he continues the conversation, you're being scammed. That's true. That is true. Also, I'm not going to message you on Discord. That's the other way to know. Yeah, Nvidia has earnings after close. That could be a mover. You get so many fake dance. Sorry to hear it. They don't have the balls to ask to be my friend. They're smart enough to know not to do that. Then who sent me those shirtless pics? That's what we all want to know. Who is it? Who's impersonating my nipples? Here's the XFAs. Come on. Is that VWAP? Okay. That's VWAP, I guess. Surely once or twice a fake Dan has sent you a friend request? No. I don't think I've ever gotten one. I mean, I don't often go into my friend request section on Discord, but I was looking at it yesterday because some messages get lost, but I did not see any fake Dans trying to add me. Guess I'm not their target demo. Excuse me. Alrighty. Sweep up the VWAP, back down, yada yada. See if anything looks good here. I might be pushing new lows here. Miguel short 50, 89 and a half. Nice. I think that's pretty good. Down below, what do I got? Maybe the 120s would be interesting. If we can crack under the open here and start moving through the pivot and everything else. 120s could be interesting. As for now, we bounce. Excuse me. Well, pretty lackluster so far. See if we get a little head and shoulders that'll break to the downside, something like that. I'm just trying to, today, I think I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, you know? Maybe no trade's the move if we don't get out of this mess. But yeah, I think I'd be fine not taking any trades if it's just going to be sloppy. That'd be great, actually. Are you using Whoop? What's Whoop? The fitness tracker? Oh, no, I'm not. Well, Check blood pressure? No. No, I'm not worried about my my blood pressure for the most part. People ever call you by your last name sometimes? Maybe in high school a little bit. Not so much anymore. Nice job getting a payout there, Dan. There's VWAP again. What's Dow doing? Anything? Not really. So gold is breaking out. Okay. Yeah, a little bit there. I don't think I've ever traded gold. Maybe once. What does two minis look like on gold here? How's that feel? 2 minis. You think it's a fake out, Turbo? We'll see. So 2 minis, that's not crazy. It's not like NAS or something. I should probably add to it, huh? Let's add 2 more, make it interesting. Let's get the heart rate going. Full port platinum. Any opinion on M2K? I mean, if you like it, trade it. I don't really trade the Russell very often. I don't know if I've traded the Russell in the last like 2 years. Yeah. Usually get what I want out of NAS, or I don't know. I guess sometimes you don't get what you want out of NAS. Where's my trade at over here? Nice. Even 4 contracts doesn't feel so crazy. You don't see any funded accounts right now, Ghost. None of these are funded. One's a practice and one's an old combine. Funded accounts are over here. Topstep X now. There's 1, 2, 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is honestly, even 4 minis is kind of boring right now. You just gotta be more patient, I guess, on gold. I'm not used to being patient when it starts looking like this on NAS. If you're in 4 contracts, you're printing money. If it's looking like that, gold is like, oh, $120. What? I thought gold was gonna be just as wild. Do I have to add more contracts? Should I add another 5? Keep it interesting here. Let's go. We'll be deep 9 now. See if I can feel anything out of this. I just want to feel alive, bro. And NAS doing it. ES broke up to the upside there, pretty nice. NAS not really doing much of anything. So far no trade on NAS, and it's looking like if it starts, if it stays this path of, even if it's a slow grind up or whatever, choppy range, whatever, I probably won't take a trade on the XFAs on it. VIX moving lower. It does make me think a test to the upside would be great. I have this zone marked here from yesterday. It's a large zone. Maybe VWAP will hold here in NAS. Any idea how this contract fee works? Because always, let's say I have a take profit of 500 and it is always way low. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. You're saying like you're supposed to take profit of 500, then you end up with a lot less than 500. It shouldn't be that. You shouldn't be losing that much. It should be, you know, if it's a couple contracts, it shouldn't be more than $10. Depends on the platform and everything. A little supply here on NAS that we'll come into. See if that offers any sort of selling pressure. You ever use 21 EMA? Yeah, not for a while. I've used it before, sure. I think I had it on the 5-minute chart for a while. I just don't really care about EMAs anymore. Okay, there's 4-hour supply. Gold, meanwhile, I still don't feel a thing from gold. I'm numb to this. How many contracts do I gotta go in to feel something on this move? I would expect, see again, I don't know anything about gold. I never trade it, but I would expect, you know, I guess it's only eight points. Okay. Just feels like it should be more money on the table here. Do you trade all day until close? No, not usually. I don't usually trade very well in the afternoon. My stats show way better in the 9:30 to 10:30 range Central Time. How can you trade demo now? Because it's shitty price action, and I don't want to take a trade on the XFAs. It's not good price action. Not yet, anyway. A lot of overlapping candles here. I mean, finally started moving above VWAP, but I mean, just running into supply right over here, so nothing for me to really take on this. This trade to me is kind of a distraction. Kind of bored with it. What's not good about the price action? I just kind of explained. Overlapping candles. We didn't really have much direction. I mean, now you can look back in hindsight. Good that we swept overnight lows and then moved higher. But we did move higher, came right back down again, and then finally broke out a little bit. And as I said, though, running into 4-hour supply right now, and yeah, maybe we just grind on up. And if we do grind up, I would like to target this area on my chart around 370s on up. That's an area I like to watch. So we also do have some resistance overhead here, just from Globex, from pre-market. We have a lot of rejections here, which you maybe don't want to read too much into rejections in the overnight, but seems to be another area that we need to get through here with some strength. But yeah, I mean, the upside's okay. I just wouldn't risk XFA money on this price action because it's nothing that I love. And what I want to get more disciplined with is not just trading every day and not just taking random stabs on things, hoping that it plays out. Halla, do you like the price action? I don't know if you're being facetious or you're loving it, but if you're making money with it, good for you. That's great. To each their own, you know. I've heard people say like a few days last week, like Thursday or Friday, someone said it was terrible price action. I was loving it. So, you know, to each their own on that. How much more can I add on gold here? Can I add another 5? Do I want to? ES pulling back a little bit here off overnight highs. I'm in Turbo. I'm in minis. If you're asking me, I'm in minis on gold here. That's all. Do you not think that if price action isn't good and you shouldn't trade it, and by throwing stabs on a demo account is building bad habits, bad psychology, bad discipline? No, not for me. It doesn't. These practice accounts, I just have fun with it. It doesn't, You know, in some ways I would recommend, if you tend to be like, if you have a hard time sitting on your hands, I would recommend having a paper account open. So when you feel like it's a little more speculative than is good for your strategy, I would recommend having a paper account open just to get that little itch and scratch it harmlessly. So in some ways, I think it's a good thing. I don't take practice accounts seriously. I always have to have real money at stake in some capacity. Whether that's good or bad, you can debate. But for me, I've never just sat around paper traded for a long period of time, because I really need the emotional connection. I need to have something at stake for me to actually care about it. So I think I'm just gonna flatten that trade. I think it's I think it's a good thing. You don't think controlling that itch in your psychology is more sensible over forcing trades on demo? Well, if you spend any time in my stream, often I don't take paper trades at all, and oftentimes I just sit around, not taking any trades. So, I just don't care enough to argue about it, I guess. Let's see if VWAP holds here on NAS. It's a nice retest of this little high too. So, not a bad area if we can then grind through this supply zone. Data N2, thanks John for looking out. Yeah, it's the new home sales. New home sales, I feel like, is usually not too big of a mover for NAS. Looking pretty good here, I think, to the upside. I do like that retest and VWAP hold. I've used bookmap plenty of times, yeah. I have a similar thing in MotiveWave here. It's the heat map. It looks just like, pretty much just like bookmaps. Same kind of thing, order flow in heat map style. So, pretty similar. So, ES with a little sweep of overnight highs, not yet on NAS. NAS has been the weaker index as of late. $10 seconds till news. I don't expect it to do a whole lot. Maybe like 10 points of back and forth for a second, but I don't expect it to do a whole lot. Here it is. Can you show the fourth line? You got marked it. You mean this 4-hour one? It's 4-hour supply. So we had a drop candle here, large wick, and then the basing candle before it. So that's where the bottom of this line is the basing candle, the open of the basing candle on a 4-hour chart. Okay, so looks like we're done with news here, and so we got a little volatility from that. It ended up being 35 points. Ended up being a little bit more volatile. All right, Dan, have a good one. I'm kind of interested in this. I think we might get a little grind higher here. Ghost, if you want, I don't know if I'm going to take real trades. We'll see how this price action shakes out, man. It's still a little early. We're 30 minutes in the session. It's okay. Not my favorite. Well, remains to be seen, I guess. You know, I don't know. I mention this like every day, but what I'm trying to get better at is not trading my XFAs or my personal account every single day, because it doesn't, price action doesn't call for that every day. Little pop higher, rejection. Did it feel weird calling someone Dan? No, it's a pretty common name. Not getting that boost higher. Not getting it. Not yet, anyhow. Using TradingView? Not right now. Evan, TradingView, they close candles out a little differently. I'm trying to remember. It's like 30 minutes off or something. There's a difference between TradingView and like Thinkorswim and all the other ones. I was wondering what this little window was. It's VIX. So here's VIX. Down to 18 bucks there. So definitely a little lower than yesterday we spiked up really nice on the drop up to 1940. We're chilling now at 18. So make of that what you will. All right, this might be the grind that I was trying to catch earlier and got bottom ticked on there. But not, I mean, the volume's low, not overly convincing. Like if I slept in today, I don't think I'd be upset. If I slept in yesterday, I would have been like, oh man, I missed a nice sell-off. So far, don't care. Yes, Ghost. See how it says practice? Then it says minus 3,100. Yeah, it's just a demo count that I reset this morning. Dropping some frames here. All right. Not 30 seconds off of TradingView. It's like 30 minutes or something. Like it closes. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. TradingView closes out candles. It's like 30 minutes off. They calculate something just slightly different or something, and I don't remember exactly. So that's why like a 4-hour candle on TradingView, a 4-hour structure will look a little different than maybe 4-hour structure on another platform. Yeah, I'm trading different than I would on XFA. Yes, I am. No, not 10. I'm not talking about the delay. I'm talking about how it actually calculates candles is different. And someone can look up the difference because I don't remember, but you know, here's a 4-hour on TradingView. So if you look at like, let's see. Like look at these candles here, 9 a.m. And then if you go to 4-hour here, let's do like a side-by-side here. You can see it's a little different. Mike asking the hard-hitting yogurt questions everyone's dying to know. All right, well, 4-hour supply offering some rejections here. This guy's trading with rocket science. Keep it simple. Bro, I don't know how to keep this any more simple. I trade very simply. I think if you think I'm trading with rocket science, you haven't been watching for more than 10 minutes. Yeah, they're offset by a half hour. Exactly. All right, back to sell previous high here. Give this up, give up VWAP. You would have to think we might revisit the lows around 200. Nice job, RH. It's always nice to get the first trade on a funded account out of the way. Gus, no, I'm not concerned. I don't, like I said, I don't care about the practice account. I just have fun with it, and it does not impact my accounts I care about. So I don't really, honestly, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's such a waste of my energy to think about. I don't care. If it messes with you, don't do it. I'm gonna do me, you do you, and then let's just proceed. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's ridiculous. How do you know it doesn't impact them? Bro, I'm seriously, I don't want to continue this conversation. It's a waste of my focus. More of a waste of my focus than a speculative practice account trade with over leveraged. You're trying to learn your no, don't learn my psychology. Worry about yours. Dude, my psychology has nothing to do with your trading. It's a waste of your energy to worry about my psychology. Don't do it. It's a waste of your time. Don't worry about my psychology. All right? Seriously, let's just focus on your own trading. Anytime people start worrying about anyone else's P&L or anything else, just worry about your own P&L. Worry about your own trading. I'm glad your psychology is on point, but right now you're wasting a lot of your fucking energy talking about my psychology in chat. So why don't you focus up on your own shit and let me worry about my own shit? It's a waste of my fucking time, dude. Seriously. I'm gonna block you if you talk about this anymore, because it's just such a waste of my fucking breath. Let's guess where Joe went long instead. My guess is 240. 240? Yeah, maybe. Or a little higher, 270s. Another attempt here for our supply. See if we can finally grind through it. Yes, looking fine too. I would expect today to be a green day. I would expect, we've put in, was it how many days in a row of red candles? A good amount. 4, 5, 6 days of red candles. I would not be surprised to put in a couple days worth of green candles on a little bounce. Now I'm still swinging Q puts. So, I still want in the next week and a half or so, I still want a move lower. I turn off the webcam because I was dropping frames. Whenever I drop frames and I have the webcam on, everyone freaks out and says, "Bro, you're lagging, bro, F in the chat, bro." So all right, fine, I'll just turn off the webcam. Nothing I can do about it, so I'll just turn off the webcam. Again, just more distractions. Okay, PDH on ES, not too far off. For our supply, I ended up being a good level. I wasn't sure about it. No, I'm on the Mac. I'm worried that OBS is just going to freeze again, and because when OBS freezes like that, it really screws up the stream, and it's a major distraction. So I just don't want to deal with it. I mean, it often drops frames in the Mac, on the Mac around 9 a.m. It often drops frames. It happens, I would say like half the time at least. Maybe that's an over exaggeration, but a fair amount of time, usually 30 minutes after open, I'm like, it's starting to drop frames for some reason. I think that's when Rachel opens up LimeWire and starts downloading stuff. All right, so here's this overnight area I drew out here. It's a faint red box, but this area. Seeing if we could clear that too. And then next target is in the 70s. Parshav, come on. It's like Napster. It's peer-to-peer file sharing. You're too young. Too young, man. It's before streaming and stuff. Peer-to-peer file sharing, yeah. I think it's something old. Come on, Cal. I mean, I think you're something young. Because it was like, what, 05, 04 to 03, something like that. Early aughts, you know. The worst part for me was just the low quality MP3s, like 128 kilobit MP3s. That just, the symbols sound like trash on those. So I'd download those and be like, oh my gosh, this sounds like garbage. Dude, I want 320 kilobits. Come on. Do you have any video on how to put option row, how it would work? You're talking about the Greek row? Because I think it's pretty irrelevant to most options trading. Yeah, it would take forever. Take forever to download like one MP3. Like hours. If you're on dial-up. It was crazy. You would not download onto a floppy disk. No, those are different eras. You'd burn them to a CD. That's what you do. Burn them to a CD. Listen to it in your car. You know, my car just didn't have a CD player. It had like the cassette player. So then you have like a portable CD player with the 3.5 millimeter to cassette adapter. So you listen to CDs through the cassette player in the car. Man, it worked pretty well actually. I had that for years when everyone was just putting CDs in their car. I was still using that adapter. Yeah, floppy disk is only what, 2.4, what is it? 1.44 megabytes, something like that. It's been so long. And a song is gonna be like what, 3.5 megabytes if it's shitty. Did you have color TV when you were young? Yeah, funny. Good one. Good one. Well, you know, we did just have antennas. Like we didn't have cable TV, so you know, it was you had to play with the rabbit ears to get decent reception when you're trying to watch a football game. His TV was a piece of furniture. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. It wasn't like those huge cabinets, but it was the huge CRT TVs that were incredibly heavy. Leon was the remote control for our TV when I was young. You got me beat, man. You got me beat. Did you have a Nokia? No, I had a Sprint flip phone. I don't remember what it was called. Past that, it was just one of those flip phones where you can play Snake, you can place calls, and that's about it. You can take really bad photos. All right, getting through this area of overnight highs there. Nice PDH there on ES. How did gold end up going? All right, so I think I would have been stopped out there anyway. So okay. Did your family gather around and listen to the radio after dinner? Yes, and that was before the Great Depression. I think I've seen 2 flip phones in my life. Oh man, why you gotta make us feel so old? I mean, I got a flip phone in high school, but you know, I'm glad to not have been in high school with smartphones. I think that would have been terrible. So I'm happy that there was just enough technology to stay in touch with people, chat on AIM, AOL Instant Messenger for those uninitiated, but not that there were like cameras everywhere and social media. That would have been terrible. And we just had MySpace, and that was great. Okay, I think next target likely is 370s. Still don't really love any of this enough. I mean, the retest overnight highs long there, okay, but we've had so many wicks that I feel like I could just get chopped up pretty quick. So I still don't think I want to do it. It'd be top 8 natural. Top 8 was the one, and then you could change it to I think it was, but it had to be even numbers if I recall. I think it was like top 2, 4, 6, 8, but I think they had to be even numbers. Yeah, like I said earlier, like even if it's a slow grind higher, like I'm not like so inclined to participate in this. If you're making money on it, good for you. I don't think I'm gonna take any. I don't think I'm gonna take any trades today, just based off of this. We'll see. But I kind of want to avoid. I could see myself getting chopped up in this. Like I could see going for a long, and then, you know, I could just see it easily getting stopped out, and then trying again, and then, you know, taking a bunch of paper cuts. It just seems kind of unnecessary. But if you are long, I would say watch for this 370 level. It's another 2-hour supply, and you can see 4-hour supply did offer us a bit of resistance there. Might be a good place to take profit. I don't know. What does it mean to have 3 funded accounts on Topstep? It means that each account gives me $3,000 worth of drawdown. So I have a total of $9,000 of drawdown across 3 accounts. I could trade them together. I could trade them separately. You know, I can copy trade across them and continue to build the balance up. And once I get at least 5 days of $200 or more, I can withdraw 50% of the balance on all 3 accounts. So let's like take yesterday, for example, I made like $420 or so. Yeah, $423, and that was across 3 accounts. So if I continue this pace into next week, keep building the account up. Let's say I can build the account to $3,000 each account. I can then take $1,500 payout times 3, $4,500. So you're kind of using the leverage of Topstep, where, you know, like I mentioned yesterday, the combine costs $100. The activation fee was $150. So I'm in this account for $250 times 3. And so I get, you know, I paid $750 for $9,000 worth of drawdown. And then I can multiply my profits using copy trading. You do not have to pay for copy trading. It comes free with Topstep X, or like if you have another platform like Sierra Chart or MotiveWave. This is MotiveWave. MotiveWave has trade copying as well. That it's on the order flow version or higher of MotiveWave. Okay, there's 2 hour supply. I have this whole zone here from yesterday. Fair amount of traffic, as I would call it. You can see a supported price over here, resistance. So support turns resistance up at PDH, which is 453. So, you know, I don't know. It, you know, could be one of these kind of slow grind through this. Maybe sellers want to step in. I mean, we could also pop through it quickly, which I think is maybe a little less likely, but who knows? Yeah, options trading is actually more complex than futures trading. There's a certain edge to options trading. You have a lot of different, you have hundreds of options, or hundreds of underlyings to trade, whereas with futures, you know, most people are focused on just a small handful, 1 or 2 or 3. And there's no Greeks with futures. So in a lot of ways it's simpler. But it's also, I think there's probably a diminished edge in futures. So, I mean, what did I say? 2 hour supply. You know, if you were long, 2 hour supply offered a great target. And maybe we still grind higher all the way up to PDH or something, but not a bad place to exit. So if you're not marking your charts with supply and demand, I recommend it, but you do what you want. But I like it. Very effective. That being said, I do get paid by big supply and demand. The big supply and demand lobby pays me a lot to tell you guys to use supply and demand. It's a conspiracy that I should not let you in on. All right, so back to this pre-market highs, overnight highs there. Let's see what happens. See if buyers want to step back in here, pop this thing through supply. Nice, Eddie. Get that big payout, son. You get it. You deserve it. Stay the course. You know, you and me both historically, not present tense, historically, have gotten chopped up, I believe, on crappy price action days. Not in 2025. Not in February 26th, 2025. No longer. Are they paying good money? Oh, big supply and demand? Oh yeah, they pay me big bucks, dude. Like $10,000 a year. That's how much it costs to buy me off. The big Fibonacci was only offering $5,000, so that's why I really pushed supply and demand. Buenos dias from Madrid. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How much does the moon phase indicator pay? It just pays good vibes. That's it. Good vibes only. You knew it was something special that got you into that dope ass Subaru. That's right. That's right, man. That dope ass Subaru came with my soul attached. Do you have to take a payout? No, you don't have to take a payout. We still might get there, Olivier, but it sounds like you already exited, maybe. Yeah, Victor. I mean, like I said, you know, futures can be very tough. So I'm glad you're having some success with the, what'd you say, small cap stocks? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not going to be for everybody, and it can be tough for sure. All right, max loss there on the practice account. Did not want to pump, and we're breaking this trend here. How do you incorporate death and market into your trades? I don't use it too much, honestly. I don't really miss small caps. I do kind of miss. I mean, I don't know. I kind of miss just trading shares sometimes. It's fun. It's like simple too. What was the first song for Generation Lost? I don't know. Honestly. It might not have been released. It might not have been good enough. I actually started February of what year? What year was it? Maybe February of 2019 or so. Is when I started, I think. And I was like learning the software too. No, you mean release? Well, the first thing I released was this. That's the first track I always play when we start the stream. That album was called Frames, and that was the first one that I released. No, Grizz, it's not sweatshirt weather, son. It's 36 degrees, and I have no idea what else you could be referring to. You get free commissions on Schwab with Thinkorswim? Is that a new thing? Because last time I traded equities on Thinkorswim when it was TD Ameritrade, I did not get free commissions. So how about that for a fucking exit? How about that? 373. My Crayola astrology is awesome. Here's VWAP. So 15-minute, put in a bit of a bearish hammer here. Let's see if we can reject this overnight highs again and get through VWAP. And then I would like that. I would like that a lot. And maybe I would take that on the exit phase. Oh yeah, I was so close to getting that big payout, dude. That's like I said, it still haunts me, man. It's right there. It's mine for the taking. Yeah, it sucked big time, for sure. I was very close to getting a 20K payout. Like, what I mean by close was like if I closed the open trade I was in. I think there was a few accounts that were not yet at the required profit, but it was essentially like if I closed out of that trade, and maybe took like one more trade for like, $50 or whatever, I would have been able to request the payout. So that was across 10 accounts, and that was a massive fumble. That still bothers me. It still does. But that's just the way that one went. No, I didn't do that on purpose, Charles. It just, I recognized it was like a kind of, I didn't think it was that similar enough. Okay, I'm looking for rejection of 32s. I think it's 32s. Yeah, 332.5. Looking for this to kind of top out right around here. If it does reject, I think I would consider shorting. Right, there's a few things I don't love about it. 30-minute chart I don't really like. VIX I don't really like. So yeah, it's still like not my favorite. I'm still not, if this does top out here and move through VWAP, I'm not going to be upset if I don't take it because there are reasons to not like it. Wait for the hourly to tell me direction. Yeah, as I just looked at, the hourly's not really, I mean, you can see the wicks. It's not super decisive either. We got some big boy wicks on these. What I kind of like about a short here is I think risk is pretty good. Risk is probably 40, maybe 42. That's where I'd stop out at. Imagine you got the payout portion of Apex and IG. No, I'd be so pissed. I would be so. I mean, it's all pretty much. It was all recorded, like all done live, and it was all legit. Like I didn't do anything weird. I would have been so pissed. Yeah. Nice. I might pop in this. Well, see now I'm 30 points away, risk wise. Too early? Yeah, it might be too early. You might be right. Again, it's the kind of price action I don't really feel FOMO by not trading, you know? It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, moved like 60 points. Okay, I wasn't gonna catch that, or, you know? But maybe it's enticing enough. What's up, Dylan? No shorts above 5-minute opening range today. That's not a bad call either. Yeah, we can get through VWAP and then it'll start to look a little bit better for sure. And again, you know, I prefer to have VIX be a little bit more convincing. 30 minutes, not very convincing. Hourly, of course, we already talked about, is pretty not convincing either to the short side. So I think plenty of good reasons not to short. And that VWAP hold, yeah, I'm okay without shorting it for sure. I'll throw this over here. Here's the trend line, moving average. Nice, Zachary. I think your entry is pretty good. Hopefully you get the move though. Philip, you're $110 off of being funded. The suspense is killing me. Wait for the setup. Wait for the setup. You got it. I've been there several times where you're very, like, less than $200 away from passing. It's very tempting just to want to. What does T on your sweater mean? Topstep? Yes, it's a Topstep sweater. Yes, it says on the sleeve. Trendline rejection right at a moving average. I think it's the 50, what is it, the 50 day or something? Hundred day. You show us your payouts. I haven't had any payouts since this year, so nothing to show you. If you want to watch my video, the last video on my channel that's not a live stream, I show you the 2 payouts I got on Topstep. Alrighty, we're just chilling. All right, good job. Have a good rest of your day. Is Carmine up today? Yeah, I think he had one trade. He was in it with what did he do? I mean, he was long 98. He was long 98 and then exited at 09. So it looks like he got 11 points on ES. No, I never tried Tradify. I feel like I have to say this every stream. I don't really like going to new funding firms all the time. As evidenced by Fast Track, you know, everyone was talking about Fast Track for a long time. Next thing you know, they're bankrupt and a lot of people got screwed. So I'm not looking for something new and shiny, you know? Funding firms or funny firms. Don't like funny firms either. Nice job, the natural. Nice job. You're not trading today? Nah, nothing caught my eye so far. No trades on the XFAs. Don't even have my personal account open today. So, not looking like I'm going to take a trade this morning. Unless something starts really shaping up that looks good to me. Can't imagine trading 30 ES mini contracts. Yeah, I mean, it took him a while to scale up that much. You know, I think he stuck around 10 contracts for a while, if I remember correctly. And then, you know, in 2024, I think he really started to scale up. G2 trades. So are you waiting? You haven't taken any trades yet? You shorted 347. All right. I mean, if we do get that knife down, that's a terrific entry. Just feels a little iffy at the moment. The 15-minute candle just closed out. Somewhat strong. No, Carmen doesn't trade with funding prop firms. He trades his own money. I mean, the knife potential does look decent here. Pretty decent for a knife down. So, Tomas, I hope you get paid out there. Looks pretty decent. There we go. I mean, does anyone know about the Trump and Elon cabinet thing? It's not like a public thing. They're just attending a cabinet meeting, as far as I can tell. Maybe they do a thing after. Maybe they talk about it afterwards. But I wouldn't imagine them talking about it sooner than an hour. You know, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but oh, it's on C-SPAN. Okay, well, I take that back then. I don't know about it. Yeah, NVIDIA earnings should be interesting. You saw the practice bounce. I got worried for a second. No worries. It's all good. Are you going to trade the earnings? No, I don't trade earnings. What I will do is I'm going to hold Q puts over earnings, but I mean, I got in a long ass time ago. So I don't mind continuing to hold. If you weren't here yesterday where I talked about my position, I'll show you. It's think or swim, right? So it's a personal account. I entered 3 last Thursday, I believe. Let's go to like the 5 minute, 15 minutes, fine. So I bought puts at 534.61. So I'm in it at a great price. And I covered one down here, which is a great cover. Very pleased with that one. So I'm gonna hold two of the puts through NVIDIA earnings. So we'll see how that goes. You know, I'm willing to let this bounce against me for a few days. What is QQQ? Oh, it's a NASDAQ ETF. So it's like an NQ for futures, but it's the ETF version of that. It wasn't really a hedge. It was just a bearish outlook. It's not NVIDIA puts. I don't know why you think it's NVIDIA puts. What time frame did you use for the swing? I didn't. It wasn't really based off a time frame. Why not NDX? It's a small account. No, I wouldn't be interested in trading NVIDIA puts going into earnings. Not trying to get crushed. All right. Well, not a lot happening right now. Let's see if we bounce here. This little uptrend. Yeah, the 1 hour candle does have long wicks, yep. Dragos, I don't know about that. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're waiting for something to happen with this price action. Hit the thumbs up button on the video. There's only, you know, there's 200 plus of you who haven't even touched it. Go ahead and smack the thumbs up button if you like the video. If you like the stream. Stream's free. Hit the thumbs up button and I won't show you a course. If we can't break 100 likes, I'm going to have to start shilling some course. I'll just make one up on the spot. I'll go buy a URL and I will start shilling it. If we can't break... Oh, okay, we broke 100. Okay, good. Didn't want to have to do that. Whew. That's too much work. Alright. Alright, maybe move a little higher. You touched it and it was wet. Try if you don't believe me. That's right, everyone. See if your thumbs up button is also wet. I won't buy your course if there's no fake timer on the site. Don't worry, there'll be a fake timer. Gotta create that false sense of urgency. Yeah, super wet. Yeah, exactly. And warm. Okay. All right, this is getting weird. G2 trades, you want to see a flush within the next 5 minutes? Because you want your hourly candle to look like long upper wick, I guess. Let's get a flush so G2 trades can get a trade on the board here. Yeah, inverted hammer or doji, yeah. Yeah, I guess let's. You're looking at ES. I imagine the ES hourly is pretty similar to NAS's. Do you ever use volume to trade? Not really. I don't look at volume too often. Well, so far, 2-hour supplies on that 7-3 that I mentioned remains the highs on Nazi. This is a pretty boring session, in my opinion. I might consider just locking out of the XFAs here, just to make sure I don't get tempted by anything later on. Yeah, speaking of games, let's get a Wordle session in here. Should I go for all the vowels, or should I just try to guess it? I might guess it without the vowels. Something like board. Okay. Could be charred. Not charred. What am I not thinking of? Let me tell you something. What am I not? I'm like not. What am I not thinking of? Horde? No, there's no O. Guard. Oh, there you go. Guard's good. Oh, it's not guard. I thought that was it. Usually when I'm like stumped for a little bit and all of a sudden I think of something or someone says something, I'm like, oh, that's got to be it. And then no. So no U, no O. I doesn't make a lot of sense. No O, Garrett. So no H either. So what could it be? An L? Something L-A-R-D. I don't think so. What about Y? Y-A-R-D? That doesn't really make sense. This one's stumping me. Oh, award. Okay, Dragos. I think you got it. That's got to be it. Ha! Well done. It's the double vowels are the ones that can be confusing because you kind of stop thinking about the aces. The ones that start with vowels are usually the ones that stump me for a minute. Well done. BPM's up? No, dude, my BPM raises when I play with Wordle. Yeah, higher for the word game than it is for trading. Oh, that's funny. You use a lot of market sentiment to try and position yourself against the crowd. I don't know if you've ever tried something like that. Can you be more specific? Like, how would you... Like, are you just talking about, like, hedging a little bit? Yeah, so how'd this hourly close out here? Decently strong. So I think we're going to grind through this, get up to PDH. That's my guess. But I still don't like it. Yeah, Meg, that's just on demo. I haven't taken any real money trades today. Today's P&L is just flat. No trades. The only thing that would be interesting, I think, is a double top. But, like, I'm not really interested in a slow grind higher, and I think it's valid. I just not really enticed to play it, as I mentioned many times. I don't really like this price action, and you know, being going into today, or you know, ending today no trades, I think would be a win actually. Unless, yeah, I mean, as long as the next hour looks somewhat similar, I think it makes sense. Because it's choppy, I do think it needs a bit of a wider stop. That's probably too big of a stop though. In all honesty, for me, even on like one micro, wouldn't really want to risk that much. So for the grind higher, I think to PDH, I would see if we can just hold the highs like right here and move on up. Do you like to trade NQ and not ES? Yeah, I prefer NQ. I feel like it's the same move, but more bang for the buck. Hi, Chester. Oh, hi, buddy. How you doing? Good boy. It's a good boy, Chester. Oh, that's a good boy. Come on up there, buddy. Come on. Come on up. All right. Got both dogs on the couch as my co-pilots. So a little sweep of the highs, rejection. That's more interesting to go along with the double top idea. But still just don't love it, you know. So I'll probably call it a day here, and I'm gonna chalk that up as a win. Something I really wanted to improve upon. I think a month ago I'm probably trying to take a trade here, and it probably doesn't go well for me. That's my thought. Yeah, maybe I don't know. VWAP bounce, maybe. I don't know if I really catch that or not. Probably not. I don't really see a lot that I would have caught from how I normally like to trade. So I'm pretty happy not trading. I think that's good. So sorry if it was boring, but my trading comes first. But yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Thursday stream. Come join the Discord. Come hang out. It's free. ! Discord in the chat box, and you'll get a link. And yeah, boring is good. You're right. That's trading. It's like poker, man. You're just sitting around folding hands until you finally get something good. Well, nothing I really love here. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one.